Hey everyone, this is Dhruvin, and in this session we will be talking about how we can sync two slicer on the same page in Power BI desktop. So now let's get started and talk about the requirement in detail. Here I am on my Power BI desktop, and here I have developed one Power BI report. Here the report is developed for the comparison report where I am comparing one project with another project. And what I want to achieve here is I have one additional slicer called phase. Now for each project's phase, I want to compare another project's same phase. Meaning, like if I'm selecting project salon from here and if I'm selecting second phase from here, then this drop down should automatically sync with the second filter over here. So basically I wanted to compare one project's one phase with another project's same phase. So how can I achieve that requirement? How can I sync this slicer based on the selection of the phase slicer? So let's say I'm selecting first from here, so automatically this slicer should select first from there. So how can we achieve this requirement? I want to achieve the sync slicer functionality on the same page. Remember, in the sync slicer we can sync the slicer from the different page. But what about the same page? So how we can sync two different slicer from the same page? We are talking more about that thing in detail. But before that, let me show you the data structure. So here I have the data structure where I have project, phase, budget, estimate and sort order column. Now let's say here I have created a separate page where I have prepared this comparison thing, and here at this moment I have prepared two slicer with the face. So here I took the slicer and dragged the face column over here, and similar way over here I have created the same face slicer and dragged the same column over there. Now what happened here is when I'm selecting anything from here, you can see that it is filtering both of my tables over here, but on the slicer it is not selecting that specific value, and other slicer value are also not be visible to me over here. So how can we achieve this requirement? So first of all, select your slicer, then go to the format option and click on edit interaction. So that will open the interaction for you. Now on this specific slicer, I do not want to filter this table, and now select this slicer. On selection of this slicer, I do not want to filter this table. So let's select crossbar over here. Now this thing we have done. Now the second thing is that we need to sync both of these slicers. So if I selected anything from here, it should automatically filter based on the same stuff over here. So how can I do that? For that, go to the view menu. Now over there you will find an option called sync slicer. Select that. It will open up this type of slider over here. Now select your slicer. Now you can see that the page name is being visible to you over here. Now we need to make sync this slicer. For that, go to the advanced option, and here you just need to provide the group name for your slicer. So I am just providing my group name over here as P1, right? Now similar way, select the second slicer, and over here as well provide the group name. So let's provide the same group name as P1, meaning that these two slicer are from the same group, so it should be synced up. Now you can see here both the time it is showing all the stuff. Now I am selecting second, and over here you can see that second is automatically selected, and with respect to that other slicer's value did not go from here. Similar way, let's say I'm selecting third from here, so you can see that it is automatically synced with third over here on the same page, right? So this is advanced property of sync slicer that we need to use. Basically we need to provide the group name to sync the selection to any other visual from the same group name, right? So this is how we can achieve the requirement, that how we can sync two different slicer on the same page, right? So hope this tip is helpful to you. If you have any question related to this topic, you can add your question in the comment section. If you are for the first time to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe and press the bell notification to never miss any updates from my channel. Stay connected with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, WhatsApp and Instagram. Also, if you are looking for any consultancy, here is the website. Fill your query over there. Also, if you are looking for any Insta learning, here is the Instagram account. Click on that. You will be redirecting you to my Instagram homepage. Follow me over there and also learn different Power Platform concepts on Instagram. If you are looking for any short video related Power Platform, here is a separate channel called Digital Dhruvin. Click on that. It will redirecting you to another page. Subscribe that and show your love over there as well. If you are looking for Power Platform podcast, then here is the podcast homepage. From here, you can listen your favorite Power Platform podcast on different podcast platforms like Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, and much more. This is Dhruvin signing off. See you in the next session. Have a great day. Goodbye.